Hello, Leo. Welcome to Soul Good. I'm Amber Marie, and this is your March 2022 Tarotscope. If you're curious about the decks I'm using today, you can find a list of them in the description box below. You can also find links to my social media accounts, as well as information on personal readings, and a link to the Soul Good membership. All right, so let's jump in and see what you have going on for you this month, Leo. Please, Father, Life, Universe, Spirits, Guides, Angels, our cosmic team, our ancestors, our higher selves, what can you tell me about March 2022 for Leo? What does Leo need to know for March? Okay, you got 3 cards out for you, Leo. Ooh, 6 of Wands, baby. Leo, I like that. That's success, victory, public reward. Heck yeah, that's fantastic. Ooh, and new beginnings with that full card coming to clarify. This is beautiful, Leo, so far. I'm loving this. Okay, 5 of Swords, though. 5 of Swords, though. So, all right. Are you ready, Leo? Follow me here. With the 6 of Wands showing up with that Fool card, I feel like you may, during the month of March, come into some sort of newfound success. I feel like this is probably something that may have been unexpected, but definitely something different for you, right? It doesn't feel at all like an energy of, like I expected this to happen. Do you see how like both of their arms are like up and like out? Oh wow, and you have another person in the background here whose arms are very similar. I feel like this is something where you're like, holy shit. Like I was not expecting this at all. Type of energy. So I feel like there's some sort of success or reward. Perhaps you have a YouTube or some kind of social media that blows up out of nowhere. Something like that may happen. But I feel like this like newfound success may bring some, it's really interesting. So just follow me for a minute. It's this energy of like, am I enough? Am I good enough? Like, do I really have what it takes to do this? Right? So let's say, for example, if you have a YouTube channel and it suddenly blows up, like say you go from like, I don't know, 100 subscribers, and then all of a sudden you have like 1,000 overnight, and you're like, oh my gosh, like what, like how do I, you know what I mean? Like it's that questioning, like just the shock of it all, right? The unexpectedness of it all, I feel like could like cause that doubt. A little bit of doubt is what it feels like. It's really interesting because that's not typically how I see that 5 of Swords, but I often, it's like that little, that bird there on his shoulder, I'm seeing it as like your critic, your inner critic that's like, psst. It's like almost like try, yeah, thank you. It's almost like your critic trying to rob you of this beautiful fucking feeling that you have going on right now. Right? Like, I feel like you're over here, like, look, I'm just trying to enjoy this success. Like, I'm trying to be happy in this moment for this new beginning. Like, this is an amazing feeling. This is great. And it's like, your critic's like, but, and you're like, shut the fuck up. That's what it feels like to me, Leo. You guys will have to let me know in the comments if that resonates for you, but like, that is what it feels like. It literally feels like your critic coming up to talk shit, and you're like, no, 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 no. No. Go away. Okay. So, wow. So, there's 2 aces in the reverse here for you, Leo. Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. This is energy of being blocked, right? Like, I feel like you could have felt like previously, so maybe the month of February, maybe 2021, maybe you felt like you were like getting nowhere, right? Like maybe you felt like you were putting work in and not getting anywhere with it. Um, because the Ace of Cups, I'm seeing this as blocked creativity, especially because we have the Ace of Wands as well in the reverse, right? I'm seeing it as like it having like this lack of energy to it, which is probably why it's come so unexpectedly. Because I feel like, not like, you may have been doing things to, try to bring some sort of success in, and nothing's been happening. So I feel like you're just like, okay, like maybe I'm not meant to be doing this, or, something like that. Um, but there's also here the Page of Pentacles in the upright. That's about ambition and desire. And again, I feel like you've been trucking along at it, even though, yeah, even though you haven't gotten any rewards. Like, this is crazy. And I feel like you've been releasing, oh, excuse me, Leo, I'm getting burpy energy. I feel like you've been releasing fears, right? Like, around these things, like, not happening. I feel like you've been, I don't want to say digging your heels in, but like the faith. Like, I feel like you've probably had a lot of faith, because I feel like there is this energy here of like, I don't know if I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if what I'm doing is what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not getting any rewards. I'm not seeing anything showing up. Those victim stories may have crept back in, or like, oh, you're not good enough. You don't have it. It's not going to work. Blah, 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 blah. Woo, but Leo, but Leo, but Leo, I don't think you ever lost fucking hope. I really don't. I don't think you ever lost hope. Not really. You may have doubted for a moment, or may have gotten into those moments where you were feeling like, oh man, you like, your victim stories and like the old shit was like getting the best of you, right? But I feel like you've never really lost hope completely. Like, no matter how tired you were, no matter how unsure you were, I don't feel like you ever lost hope that your reward was coming. Ooh, like, it almost makes me feel emotional. Like, because it feels like I feel like the energy is like, I've held on to hope for so fucking long. But I think you, like, it's coming though. It's coming though. I know it's coming. Right? And sure as shit, it comes. Sure as shit, it comes. But I think, again, it's going to call you to turn inward, right? That success is going to cause you to turn inward and realize your own confidence, your own strength, your own, right? The tools, the light, everything that you have within you, in order to move forward with this confidently, right? Because both of these, like, I'm getting both of these energies, the Five of Swords down here, and this Hermit energy, as like, you're gonna have to like you're gonna have to see your own confidence, basically, right? Like, you're gonna have to grasp your own confidence. You're gonna have to stay in your own lane in that way, right? Like, you're gonna have to hold yourself up type of energy. Interesting. And I don't think there's a reason for you to fear things. I really don't. I think any fears that show up for you, Leo, are manifestations of your past experiences and things that need to be released and let go of. All right. So take it as it resonates. Um, Something important that Leo should be mindful of this month, please. What should Leo be mindful of this month? March. Thank you. 2022. Thank you. All right, Leo. 3 of Cups. This is about happiness, community, friendship. I'm seeing this though, like something you should be mindful of, because here's the thing. We have the 3 of Cups with the 9 of Wands and the 7 of Pentacles clarifying, right? So like, this here is an energy of being mindful of you. Like, I feel like you know what makes you happy, right? I feel like you know, hold on. I'm getting like 2 messages here, which is interesting. All right, so let's start with this one. First of all, I feel like you know what's going to make you happy, right? And I feel like there's this need to be mindful of those things at all times, right? No matter who's around, no matter what's going on, like, what is it that makes you happy? Okay. Like, I feel like there's that. I also feel like the things that make you happy, truly, like, those are the things that you're going to put your work into. Those are the things that you're going to, like, kind of dig your feet in, right? Those are the things that you're going to put grit into, be patient, wait for, allow them to grow, right? And this could have been your energy, because that Six of Wands showing up as like a reward and a new beginning. Like, you could have been waiting for this patiently. Look, waiting. Like, I'm clinging to hope. I'm clinging to happiness. I'm clinging to the universe working in my favor, and I'm just going to trust. Let me see. I want to check out the Three of Cups in this book. I haven't looked in here for a while on a lot of cards, but oh yeah. Yeah, okay. So in this book, for this deck, Three of Cups can signify abundance. And I'm feeling like there part of this energy that I was getting at is this energy of abundance. Like, be mindful of what it took to get there, to get to that success, that new beginning, right? And I feel like that could help you drive that confidence if it becomes overwhelming, right? Because I'm seeing like the success being a bit, the newness of it all being a bit overwhelming. Okay. And this could be for, I don't know, maybe this is for like some super specific Leo or something, but it just feels like there could be something here about like the demand or whatever it is that comes with that success and that new beginning being a little bit overwhelming, like, bringing your confidence into question or causing you to question your own confidence. And I feel like there's a need to realize that this abundance has come through the practice of perseverance, resiliency, grit, digging your feet in, being patient, showing gratitude at all times, right? Not running in and digging up the seeds you've planted, but instead nurturing them and allowing them to come into fruition. Okay, so there's that side of it. The other side of it is, okay, wait, so let me back up. There's that being mindful of how you got there, right? How that success was able to come about. And expressing gratitude, I also feel to the divine, the cosmos. Like, these stars in the picture here are really, really being shown to me very prominently. And the fact that there's three people, like, I feel like you didn't accomplish this alone, right? So showing and expressing gratitude to those that helped you get to that point, whether it's people you help that have helped you with your channel maybe, or your business, or whatever it is where you get this reward, this recognition. Don't forget how you got there. Be mindful of who or what has helped you to get to that point, right? The work that it's required, the nurturing, the patience, the grace, right? And express gratitude for that. Now, another side of this that I'm seeing is to be mindful of the people, okay, that you share in this happiness with. Interesting message. Again, it could be for somebody specific, but there's this energy of like, be mindful of the people who were there while you were putting that work in. The people who were supporting you, right? The people who were, like, I don't want to say patient with you, but I do feel like that makes sense. But be mindful of the people who were like nurturing you when you had no recognition at all, right? Like, when you were just like, this is what I want to be doing. I feel like there's a need to be mindful of that, because not everybody is really all about your success, and I feel like that's important. I don't know why. Maybe for somebody specific. Again, Two of Cups on the bottom. This is union. This is partnership. This is connection. Again, I feel like this newfound success, I feel like you didn't do it alone. Take it as it resonates. I feel like you didn't do it alone, and I feel like there's wow, Six of Pentacles in the reverse. This is often my card of like the universe, giving you things, that giving and receiving between self and the universe, action taken, those sorts of things. Ooh, and look at this, you guys. And the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Give me a second, because here's the thing, you guys. I feel like there may have been, so there's, again, two sides of this. There may have been people in your circle who you may consider a friend or something that was not being like helpful, right? Maybe if you asked for help, there were strings attached. Maybe if you asked for help, there was like none to be found, right? Like nobody wanted to come and help. Nobody wanted to support, right? Like that could have been where some of these people were for you, right? And I feel like there's a need to remember who those people were and who those people weren't. Not because you're seeking revenge, not because you're trying to be vindictive or anything like that, but merely because if you get this newfound success showing up, people will show up with their hand out, wanting you to fill their cup. But it's like, but I had nothing, right? And I, like, even if it's just like, I just wanted somebody to talk to. I just wanted somebody to support me and to know that I'm not doing this by myself, right? Like, I don't know. There could be somebody like that for you, maybe. All right. Take it as it resonates again. Yeah, I feel like these are probably the people where you were like, I'm choosing my happiness. The lovers with the sun. I feel like you're like, I'm choosing my happiness. Like, and these are the people who didn't help support that decision, right? Is how I feel. Because Two of Cups is like unity and things like this. I feel like you know who was there to support you in the decisions that you made and who wasn't, right? I feel like you know who was there like cheering you on and who wasn't. I don't know. It's really interesting. That's really interesting energy, Leo. Again, maybe it's somebody specific. All right, and what should Leo embrace to have the best possible March 2022? What should Leo embrace to have intuition, baby? What should Leo embrace to have the best possible March 2022? Excuse me. Look at that, though. Two of Cups. With the world held, yeah. Well, there it is, Leo. Just flew out of the deck. Clear over here. The Hermit. Cancer had this card in the same position. People are getting all introspective and things. It's beautiful. Okay, so Leo, I feel like to have the best possible March, there's a big need here to follow your intuition. I think you know that, though. I think that probably what could be what led you to, this new start, potentially this victorious new beginning, right? I feel like there's a need for you, to make sure you're following your intuition. Make sure you're being led by that divine wisdom, continuing to follow that light within you, right? To continue having higher perspectives, trusting that divine truth, that inner voice, that intuition, that wisdom that comes through to you regularly, connecting with that. Both of these beings, I mean, I know the High Priestess is kind of like a trick of the card, but both of these beings have their eyes closed. So I feel like listening to Spirit, embrace Spirit the month of March, and I think you know that. I think it's going to be very helpful for you all throughout the month in all manners, in all facets, whether it's with people, business, relationships. Yep, keep the faith, Leo. Keep the fuck yeah, Leo. Excuse my language, but like the Star card and the Four of Wands plus the Six of Wands, like, come on now. Come on now. Wish on a star is like hopes, wishes fulfilled. Four of Wands is celebration. Celebration, new milestones reached. Could be a card of marriage. I don't know, maybe some Leos will be getting married or engaged during the month of March. That's possible. But I'm feeling here like this is about keeping faith, Leo, right? Staying, how do I word this, please, Spirit? Yes, thank you. Continuing to let the divine lead the way. That's how I'm seeing this, right? And like, I don't want to sound like I'm gonna sound cocky for you, Leo, I feel. But it's in the best way, because I feel like the suffering that has taken place to get you to this point is fucking absurd. The amount of suffering that has been endured to get to this point, I feel, is absurd. And I feel like that's why it's coming through so emotional, as like a fuck yeah, because it's like finally, like there's this energy of, I knew that if I just kept going, right? That Leo conviction, like if I just kept going, that my day would come, right? And I feel like this is what that energy is. Now, I don't know what success means to you. Right? There's not a whole lot of pentacles out here, so maybe it's not like an actual physical reward, although it could be, right? But I feel like it's a whole new world for you, Leo. I'm feeling a lot of like Aladdin vibes going on here, because I feel like you're getting wishes granted. I feel like success is coming in for you, and I feel like there's this need for you to not get lost in that success, right? To continue to let the divine lead the way, let your intuition lead the way, let your inner light lead the way, let your mission lead the way, right? To continue to have hope, have faith, rely on the divine, lean into the divine, continue to rebuild, right? Continue to heal. It's that energy of like, the work is not done, right? Just because we've reached a certain level of success. There's still work that needs to be done, right? You still have to maintain yourself. You still have to stay grounded and remember why you're doing what you're doing. Like, don't get so caught up in the success, right? Be confident in why you started and continue to follow that. I love this. I love this. This is also, you don't have a whole lot of other energies coming through for you here, Leo. You do have the Hermit, which is Virgo energy. Maybe there's a Virgo in your life who's super important, to, you know, who maybe helps you to see, or not see, but recognize how powerful your intuition is. That divine truth that speaks, that wisdom that you carry. Maybe that's something that they help you to achieve or help you to see, embrace. But also with the star card here, this is Aquarius energy, right? And that's that could be somebody important in your life as well, right? Somebody who's knowledgeable, humanitarian. That's that kind of energy, right? Maybe this is you finding this success to help you further your mission. It could potentially be it as well. Take it as it resonates, Leo. All right, what advice do we have for Leo for the month of March, please? What advice does Leo need for the month of March, please? Thank you. Look at this. Observer, Leo. Observer. Which message do we need, please? Prosperity. Okay. So the number 49 reduces to 13, right? Which reduces to 4, which is about manifestations. Leo, have you been trying to manifest the success? It's also about foundations, right? Which I feel for sure with that Fool card showing up, as well as that Seven of Pentacles, because it is about nurturing what you're creating, of course, right? It's also an energy of stability and endurance, which I feel coming from you, Leo. I feel like you've endured a lot. You know, if this resonates for you and you in the month of March you come into some newfound success, like, please do leave a comment below, because I am curious to know how this plays out, because I feel like you've endured a lot, and this success, which may show up like out of the fucking blue, I feel like it could be something for you where you're like, oh my gosh, like, how is this possible, right? Because I feel like the endurance level for you guys is like fucking epic. All right, so we do prosperity message here. Are you ready? Here we go. The message for you is this. It is an advantageous time for you to get some distance from what you're doing and see your work and projects from a different perspective. The trick is to connect to the essence of your goals and aspirations while letting the form and timing be dictated by spirit. You may be too personally attached to an outcome and unable to see the miracle because it's not turning out exactly as you planned. Trust spirit. The perfect vision of your abundance is right in front of you. Remain neutral and curious and watch the miracle unfold. You guys, I have goosebumps. And like, yours is the first reading for this month where I've had that happen. And to be honest, I haven't really had that happen in a while in any reading. And I feel like this trust spirit shows up with the star, shows up with the high priestess, shows up with the 6 of wands. I feel like it also shows up with the 3 of cups because that's teamwork, right? Collaboration. And maybe that's it, Leo. Maybe you were too close to it before, right? Hoping it would manifest a certain way. And that's why it didn't. And maybe you just stepped back, right? Like 2021 maybe, or February, January 2022. Maybe you just took a step back and were like, all right, let's just see what the hell happens. And it was like, it created that space, that opportunity for spirit to step in and say, okay, well, here it is. You're welcome. Finally. Right? So I do feel like this is a lot about stepping out of our own way. Okay. And then also with that fox there, like, I think of the fox as some, I mean, you know, I kind of think of Dora the Explorer when I think about foxes, actually. But let's not go there. Because I'm seeing this more as like, it's a cunning energy, but I don't feel it cunning. I don't know if there's another word. I'm probably not using the right word. But it's like a cunning energy, but not one that uses it for deception, rather one that uses it by a means of being able to create movement, right? Like, I'm not going to go about the same traditional old ways of doing things. That's how I'm seeing it. It's like, I don't know, going about things in a different way, right? And maybe that's part of that energy of like stepping back, right? Maybe it's that energy that's what I'm picking up, is that energy of like looking at things from a different perspective. It could be that's what I'm picking up with that fox, because it just feels like cunning, but not in a deceptive way, more in a like, how can I do this, right, in a way that may not be traditional, that may not be, you know, it's probably off the beaten path, like type of energy. You also have at the bottom of the deck here, Leo, go the distance. And this is energy that I feel like you've been in. I'm not going to lie. I feel like you've been probably putting in that energy, going the distance. Like, really, I feel like you're like, I'm in it for the long haul. Like, I'm putting this work in. I've been putting this work in, right? That's how it feels to me. I haven't been reading the books or the guidebook for the bottom of the deck cards. I've really just been reading them intuitively. But for some reason, for you, Leo, I feel like I need to. Give me 1 second to find the number book here. The page. That's what I meant. My brain, like, I swear, you guys, I'm doing readings and then I try to do like normal human things. My brain's like, it's like, what are you doing? I'm sorry. Okay. So this is the number 11 as well, right? And that's like, that's that master number, awakening, things like that. Ooh, and I just saw like an orb type of energy by my camera. That was weird. But I'm also getting like, you know, 11, if we take it out of like that master number sequence, reduces to 2, which, you know, is balance, partnerships, But the message here is this: your most precious dreams are not about instant gratification, but enduring prosperity. This is a time to think long term and engage in continued action. Yes, I want to pause. I want to pause for a second because I feel like there's, like I was saying earlier, like if you experience some newfound success that kind of comes out of nowhere, there's this energy of not getting lost in it, like continuing to let spirit lead the way. That is the energy that I was picking up. Like, don't forget why you're doing what you're doing, right? Just because you've, um, what is the word, please? Accumulated a little bit of success, right? Or whatever it is for you, some kind of reward, right? Don't get lost. It says here, you will experience momentum building as you translate the ebb and flow into slow and steady movement forward. You will experience, or I'm sorry, your efforts, ideas, and hard work now can lead to greater riches than you can imagine. Stoke the fire so that an uninterrupted stream of energy is available to support you in all phases of manifestation. Be assured that you are in the right place right now. Right? This is an energy for me, Leo, of like really making sure that if you do experience this newfound success that comes in unexpectedly, maybe it's manifestation that just comes out of nowhere, right? Again, there's that need to stay focused on what it is that you've been working towards, why you've been doing what you've been doing, why you started doing what you started doing, right? And to I'm hearing too, like, for example, let's say you have an online business and all of a sudden out of nowhere you make a really big sale or a pretty decent sized sale. It's like, don't go spend all your money, right? Like put it into action, right? Like allow it to work for you still, right? There's that energy. Like, and also, again, don't get lost if you do discover or come upon or have thrust upon you some form of success. Don't get lost. Remember why you're doing what you're doing. Let the divine lead the way. Remember that you're trying to create something lasting here. It's not something that you want to be short lived. So don't treat it like it's going to disappear. Okay. I don't know. That might be something specific for someone, but there it is. All right, what would Leo's soul like to say to them for the month of March, please? Okay. The 7-star sisters, birthing creations, tapestry of life, expression. So firstly, I want to say that the number 7 might be important to you this month, Leo, merely because you have the 7 of Pentacles, the star, which is the number 17, the number 47 here with Go the Distance, and now this 7 card as well, right? So that could be important to you this month. But I feel here with this, I feel like you, for whatever reason, Leo, I feel like you have been manifesting or trying to manifest, right? And I feel like these creations, I feel like it just feels to me like things are coming in. Like it feels very unexpected, but it feels like things are coming in that you have been trying to create, right? With birthing creations and tapestry of life and expression, I feel like these are things that you have been working on. These are things that you've been putting energy and effort into, right? And I feel like it might just show up. It might just show up, right? Bottom of the wow. Remember what I was saying about this fox energy? And like maybe taking the path less traveled, right? And being the observer in that type of way. Like, how can I do this differently? Oh, look what's at the bottom of the deck for you, Leo. Forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. This is that same energy I was picking up. I love how the decks kind of parrot or repeat guidance. Also, I need to share with you just now, as I looked up, We were at recording time 3434. That number might be important to you, Leo. Also, it reduces to 7 again. So I do feel like the number 7 may be important for you through the month of March. Anyways, I feel like this is definitely parroting or repeating the guidance that came through in the Wisdom of the Oracle deck here on the bottom. This is reminding you, Leo, right, that you're not doing this to have the same old experiences, right? Don't make the same mistakes that you may have made, that you might have made as the past version of yourself, right? So like I was saying, like if you for some reason like have a big sale and have your bank number starts to climb, don't go spending it. Like that would be something that your old self would have done, right? So I just feel like that's important. Like make sure that you're making decisions from an observer's point of view, keeping in mind that you're trying to go the distance, right? And I find it fascinating because we have the star with the 7 star sisters, allowing the divine to lead the way, right? To create something entirely new, not only for yourself, but for what you leave behind, for, your family and for humanity. This is amazing, Leo. Yours is my favorite so far. I'm not going to lie. Not going to lie. Yours is my favorite so far. This has been a beautiful reading. Absolutely beautiful. I do feel, like the only thing I want to say to you here, Leo, is just to remain confident. And again, remember why you started. Remember what it took to get to that point, to reach that point of success. Remember what is leading you and guiding you. Remember your why. Okay. So that is what I have for you for the month of March 2022, Leo. I really hope that this has been helpful for you in some kind of way or valuable for you in some kind of way. Please do let me know if any of this resonates with you for the month of March in the comments below. I would love to know. What that means for you or how success might show up for you. It's amazing. So have an incredible month, Leo. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sending you so much love, tons of hugs, and I hope to see you all again very soon. Bye.